Good day, boys and girls. This is our second video lesson. Today I want to focus on visual texts. Remember, we've been doing comprehension tests for a long time. That is when you get a passage, you need to read it, understand it, and then answer certain questions about it. Visual texts, however, are where there is a picture given to you in the form of either a cartoon or an advertisement, and then from those you need to draw your own conclusions and answer some questions. Now, cartoons are drawings that make people laugh and think. Today I'm just going to focus a bit on cartoons. You have either a single cartoon or a strip cartoon. Single cartoon, only one picture with words or not words, it depends on the cartoonist. And then a strip cartoon is where you have several frames in the one cartoon that forms part of the one cartoon that tells you a story. Cartoons are very simple with no extra details. Cartoons are often exaggerated or overstated. This is because in order to bring a message across, they have to do this. You'll see that the people's features in the cartoons or the characters are often drawn in a funny manner. Sometimes someone's nose is very big or someone's ears are very big. This is sometimes to emphasize the specific message that the cartoonist is trying to get across to his reader. The words that the characters in the cartoon speak are in speech bubbles. They look they are drawn in a certain way, but the thoughts of the characters are put in cloud-shaped bubbles. So you can see the difference there. The words are in a speech bubble, but the thoughts of the characters, because sometimes they also write down their thoughts, are in a cloud-shaped bubble. And then loud noises or shouting are often written in capital letters without the bubbles, without the speech bubbles, okay? So that's basically in a nutshell what cartoons are all about. We're just going to look at a quick example. This is from Snoopy. The little boy says, "Snoopy, this has been a bad week for me. What can you do when everything seems hopeless?" So this boy is having a bad week, and he is discussing his rough week with his dog, and the dog then just gives him a kiss on the cheek, and he comes to the conclusion that that is good advice. So this is a cartoon strip because it consists of several frames, not only one. Can you see they use short, simple comments or sentences? The boy and the dog's heads are very big when you compare them to their bodies. This is typical also of a cartoon, how they draw things for us. It's part of the exaggeration that they use. And then the meaning of this cartoon, even though the boy is feeling down and out and is having a rough week, when the dog gives him a kiss on the cheek, what it boils down to is that all that you need is a little bit of love and support to get you through life sometimes. Now, I've given us another example here of a visual text. I want you to study this one, boys and girls, and you're going to do a bit of an exercise for me on this. We will do more exercises on visual texts once we are back in class, but for now, this is about TB, and even though TB, tuberculosis, is a very serious disease that kills lots of people, specifically, in certain parts of the world, as you can see. On the left page at the bottom there are two cartoon characters that have been drawn. They're busy coughing and sneezing. Things are looking horrible and dreadful there. It's a bit funny, actually. So even though this is a very serious disease, they do bring a bit of humor into it, and that is basically just to emphasize really how bad this disease is. So if you look at the next page then, our last slide for today, basically what I want you to do on an exam pad again, you write the heading, visual text exercise, you write your name and your surname and the date on which you do this exercise for me, and then I would like you to answer questions 1 to 7 for me. On which continents do most deaths from TB occur, up to how are infectious diseases like TB spread. And please note, boys and girls, that all the answers to these questions can be taken from those 2 pages I've given you, that picture, the visual text. Just look at it, study it very carefully, and you will find the answers there. In the interim, please keep well, stay healthy, and I hope to see you all soon. Thank you.